Okay, so it's important to mention, first of all, that your grip is your foundation in calisthenics. If you have a weak grip, it's going to result in failed reps, ripped skin, and inconsistent progress. So it's very important to determine whether or not you should use gloves or chalk, and that's why I'm making this video, because I also saw a big difference depending on which one I used. So I'm going to be comparing the gloves versus the chalk for different movements, and let's get straight into it. So let's begin by talking about gloves. The first benefit of using gloves when you're training is that it's going to protect your hands against calluses and skin tears. It's also going to be good for cold bars. So if you don't want to make direct contact with your hands, or you're doing any sort of outdoor training where the bars are going to easily rip into your skin or cause discomfort to the point where you won't be able to do the same amount of reps as you would usually. And then it's also going to help if you're a beginner and you want to build your confidence up with your grip. So if you're just starting out, gloves will be great because your hands won't be used to the wear and tear. So use gloves because it will help you to push past your limits and create new barriers in the future and get stronger. So that's the benefits, but there are also some downfalls of using gloves, such as the fact that it reduces direct contact with any surface. So it's going to be a weaker grip feedback that you get, and you cannot grip the bar as hard. You can also slip during any sort of dynamic moves, so you don't want to be doing like flips or anything where you require to change your grip. And it's less ideal for advanced skills, and in general it doesn't really translate into the bar feel that you get. So basically when you use your bare hands, you're able to squeeze the bar and you're able to understand better the communication between your brain and your body. But with the chalk, that's the case, but with obviously the gloves, you're wearing gloves, so you're not really making direct contact with the bar, so it's a bit bad for that. Alright, now let's talk about the chalk. So this one is my personal preference. I like it because it improves friction and grip strength. And I'm quite tall, so anytime I'm doing calisthenics or bodyweight movements, such as a handstand, as you see here, it's important for me to make those micro adjustments on the handlebars, and using a grip that is nice and dry with the chalk, for example, it allows me to do that, and it's ideal for bar flows, static holds, or even high reps, because of the fact that you're removing the moisture from your hands, and the chalk will also help you to simply just grip the bar harder, and it's going to help prevent tearing if you use it properly. The only problems with chalk is that it can dry out your skin, so make sure you only kind of apply the relevant amount. If you apply too much of it, then you're definitely going to tear into your skin and cause bleeding, which will lead to you stopping your training, which you definitely don't want to do. And if you are using chalk, my personal recommendation would be to get liquid chalk, because liquid chalk doesn't make a mess. So if you're concerned about making a mess or anything like that, then yeah, definitely don't use the powdered chalk, use the liquid chalk. I would say in general, beginners should not use chalk, because if your grip strength is low, then you can injure yourself by using chalk, because you're going to be gripping the bars too hard, actually. So definitely decide for yourself and have a look at this chart and pause the video to see the differences, and subscribe if you enjoyed.